Good evening and welcome to the Daily Voice, presented by VNN. Bringing you today's top 5 Canadian news stories on June 12, 2025. Let's get started. Toronto's housing market just hit a new milestone, and not in a good way. Active real estate listings have surpassed 30,000, the highest in years, according to the Toronto Regional Real Estate Board. That's a 41% increase from last year, while home sales are down over 13%. Buyers remain hesitant, and sellers aren't budging on prices. Condos make up a large portion of the stagnant inventory, and experts say investor pullback and economic uncertainty are behind the slowdown. Despite lower interest rates and more options, many buyers are still waiting for the market to hit bottom. Pride Toronto is scrambling to fill a massive funding gap after major sponsors, including Google and Home Depot, pulled support ahead of this year's parade. The organization is now short nearly $900,000. Executive Director Kojo Modeste says rising costs and political shifts are putting pressure on LGBTQ+ events. While the City of Toronto increased its funding to $350,000, neither the federal nor provincial governments have stepped in. Modeste says this year's events will go ahead as planned, but future programming could be impacted. New sponsors like SEIU Healthcare and hundreds of grassroots donors are helping bridge the gap, but it's still not enough. Public Safety Minister Gary Anandasangaree has recused himself from all matters involving the Liberation Tigers of Tamil Eelam and the World Tamil Movement, citing potential conflicts of interest. Both groups are listed as terrorist organizations in Canada. Anandasangaree, who has deep roots in the Tamil community and a history of refugee advocacy, says the move is out of an abundance of caution. Critics argue the sensitive nature of national security demands a clearer separation of roles, while the Prime Minister defends the recusal as a responsible step. The decision comes amid ongoing reforms to Canada's border and security laws. Canada's proposed Strong Borders Act, or Bill C-2, is under fire for what critics call hidden surveillance powers. Civil rights advocates and opposition MPs say the bill would allow law enforcement to access Canadians' internet data without a warrant. While framed as a border security measure, experts warn it expands domestic surveillance under the radar. Supporters say the tools are needed to fight cybercrime and protect children, but privacy watchdogs argue the bill weakens court oversight. As Bill C-2 moves through Parliament, expect a fierce debate over security versus civil liberties. Heartbreaking news from India. A dentist from Mississauga has been identified as one of the passengers killed in the crash of Air India flight AI-171. Nirali Patel was on the London-bound flight that went down in Ahmedabad shortly after takeoff, killing more than 200 people. Her husband confirmed the news to the Canadian press and is making arrangements to travel to India with their 1-year-old child. Prime Minister Mark Carney said he is devastated and is receiving regular updates from Indian authorities. The cause of the crash is still under investigation. That's all for today's top stories. Thank you for joining us on the Daily Voice, presented by VNN. Stay informed, stay engaged, and we'll see you next time.